Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Wanjiro Kabuchi. Hey, it has been long, guys. I really missed you. I really missed sitting down and doing a video for you. And let me tell you that, of course, it has been a month or so. But of course, so many other factors has contributed to this. So many other factors has contributed to me not being online and me not dropping videos as I had promised. Because when I was starting this channel, of course, I intended to be using and to be dropping videos that is twice per week, but of course it became a bit hard because of course again that I need to do a bit of thinking and a bit of uh, having some evaluations so that you can be able to see which direction do you need to take, and then how far do you need to first of all sit, even think about the things that you want to talk about, and which direction do you want your channel to take. So that's actually what has been happening. I decided to take a break that was a healthy break. That this break, of course, during this break I have been able to reevaluate myself and to look at different issues and different of the ideas that I can come here and sit down and talk about them. And so that's what has been happening, and I want to tell you a story of what has been happening for a couple of months, not a couple of months but a couple of weeks. Of course, sometimes you get so overwhelmed, and I decided to kind of take a break because of course the things that I was going through and also the things that were happening. This is because of course I started TikTok. I started doing a video in TikTok, and that video went viral, and so I wasn't really ready for that. And so I was not able to note how to be able now to navigate from that video to now sitting down and talking about the different other issues that I was talking about, because you all know that in this channel, basically we talk about mental health, we talk about self-care, we talk about inspiration, and generally the topics that are going to add value to you. And of course, again, of course, I went back to work, where of course again work also has been having its own issues. So I've been having a lot to just think about and see through, and also reorganize myself so that I can be able to make sure that each and every sphere of life is not neglected and all that. Again, of course, I'm also a mom, and so parenthood, and of course taking care of someone, or taking care of a baby, or taking care of a son. Mine is a son, of course. It also needs a lot of thinking, a lot of evaluation, and all that. But basically, I think that's why I decided to just first of all take a break so that I can be able to think through and be able to see which direction do I not want to take, and then which topics do I need to sit down and talk about. So I decided to first of all take a break to evaluate myself, to uh, think about what is really happening, because I think this year, as it was beginning, a lot has happened that I wasn't even aware of, and I wasn't even ready for, and I had even not thought through that if I get to this stage in my life, what then do I need to do? What do I need? How do I need to to navigate it? And so that came with a lot of expectations from everybody, and it also came with a lot of expectations from actually even in terms of my career. And so I needed to think through, like, what direction do I need to take? How do I behave from this point? How do I go about these things, and all that? So that's what prompted me to take a healthy break, so that this healthy break I've been able to reevaluate myself, and I've been able to see and think through what are some of the things that I need to put across, what are some of the fragments that I need to make sure that they bind together, so that at least all of them can work together. When you're a mom and when you're raising a son, he's also growing, he's also having his own life, and so sometimes it also becomes a challenge when you need also to be there for him, and of course you need to think about the different issues that he's also raising, because they are also of great concern. So generally that's all that what made me to first of all keep off from actually sitting down and doing a video. And today I decided that let me just not be away from my channel, because this is also my baby. I would say that this is also my baby, that I have really invested on. I have really given it my all in terms of making sure that the channel is running, the channel is active, and so many other things. And I would say that, of course, in the past like 2 weeks, I've decided, like I neglected it for quite some time, but I'm back, and I would say that I will try my level best to be as consistent as possible, to be as persistent as possible, so that at least I get to the level that I want to be. And let me tell you, let me just first of all give you a story of what has been happening around my life. And this is one of the things that actually made me to sit down and think. And when I'm talking about the issue of mental health, I usually say that it's okay to to start afresh, and it is okay to sometimes feel like you're overwhelmed, to sometimes sit back and rethink and reevaluate yourself and see which direction then do I need to take from here. So what happened is that, of course, I posted a video on TikTok, and it happened to go viral, and it happened to have a lot of attention and a lot of um, audience and a lot of crowd. And let me tell you that I've always thought that being when your video goes viral, it doesn't affect you mentally and it doesn't affect you in any way. That is what I thought. But I think I was wrong. Not really, I think, I know I was wrong, because when that video went viral, a lot happened. People came in to comment very, very bad things, or very bad, uh, to give very bad comments. And that one kind of took a toll on me. And what what hurts most is when a friend, or when someone who is very conversant with me, she's aware of who I am, where we have come from, and all that kind of stuff, decide to bash you and decide to give you negative comment. That one, I think, it really had a toll on me, because I don't know what level of jealousy it can go. I didn't know that people can be that jealousy of you to for such long a time, until then. So this is what happened. Let me give you a background of the story. So the story, or the video that I posted, I will post it here, that at least you can get a link of what I said. And then after that, that girl came to my inbox and she was like, "You are doing cloud chasing, did you what?" I didn't even know what is cloud chasing, and I wasn't even doing anything to do cloud chasing and all that. But personally, I was just doing that because of generally what is really happening in the country and all that. So this girl, she came to my inbox, and she said very unkind words. And these words they made me think about, do I really need to this? Do I really need to continue? If I really need to continue, what do I need to do? What do I need to say? And all that kind of stuff. And then when someone comes to your inbox and accuse you of something that you have not done, it can really hurt you. It can really gets into your mind, and it can really demoralize you. It can really pull down your energy, pull down your everything, so that at the end of the day you feel like you're giving up. But of course, I decided to just sit back and relax kidogo, and of course think about how then do I need to navigate this. And let me tell you that, of course, we have so much that is happening in our lives today, and everybody, we all want to succeed. We all want to get to better levels. We all want to get to achieve our dreams. But again, there's so many obstacles that will come your way. But of course, I think you need to have that strong will to continue and not to give up, because that is what has kept me. Because I sat down, and for sometimes I was evaluating myself and asking myself, where have I come from? How far have I worked for these things? How far have I worked for me to be here? And that one gave me the energy and the synergy and the morale to continue and not to give up. And so me sitting here today, it's a sign of inner peace, is a sign of strength, is a sign of overcoming the storm, and of course now being bold enough to come and do that. Because as you're doing your things, so many people, so many things will distract you, and if you allow them to get into your head and distract you your way, of course they're going to get away through your mind. So when I talk about mental health, there is that point that I usually say that it is okay to sit back and see what are some of the things that are not working for you. What are some of the things that you need to change? Where do you need to change? Where do you need to, do some adjustments? Because the issue of mental health, it's all individualized kind of a thing. How do you feel? How are you? How are you mentally? So if you feel like some things are overwhelming you, if you feel like you need to take a break, if you feel like you need to sit back and say that I need to reevaluate how things are moving, it is very, very important. Because trust you me, you will come back very strong. You will come back with better strategies, and you'll come back with better avenues and even better ways of even navigating through this whole journey. So actually, that's what has kept me away for quite some time. But I would say that it was also a learning moment. It was also a learning process. And of course, I had to talk to a few people here and there, and see how best can we navigate this. And let me tell you, I think I've really, for the longest time, I've been having cool life, like ile life tunasema, it is not exposed, nobody, no, you don't care much about what people say about you. But I think that thing, or that time when I was trending on Tuko, uh, it took a toll on me kidogo. Like, it distracted me and I felt a bit overwhelmed, and I needed to take that break so that I could reevaluate myself and I could get a few things here and there done and well sorted out. So that is what has been happening, but I'm back and I'm happy that I was able to recollect myself and to, pick up the broken pieces and say all is not lost, so that I'm now seated here and I'm ready to give you as much content as possible. So do not get discouraged. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and comment down below. What do you think about the issue of, negative comment that you come across the social media and all that? And I think we are in an era of a social media, so we cannot just do away without social media. We can't just do away with social media and say I'm no longer going to be here, because I think I've had the best part of social media. I've had some gigs through social media, and I'm also hoping for better things to come and all that. So do not allow things to distract you and to move you away from your main goal, from your main focus. And it is very, very important to do that. Again, when you feel like you are so overwhelmed, it's also good that you take a break and a breather, and then rethink, re-strategize, and you'll come out very, very strongly. Yeah, so that's what has been happening, and I'm so happy that I'm back, and I recollected myself, and I am now moving forward stronger than before.